Hi, Dyslexic Genius here, Brett Hurt. My phone number is 864-236-1680, or you can email me at dyslexicgeniushurt@gmail.com. Online, a question came up: how do I get an Amberola 30 motor out of the cabinet? And how I take it out, you put it back in reverse order. First I do is I have a piece of aluminum here, but you want to make something that when you tilt the lid back, it'll hold it open like this. So the first thing you can do is build this so you're going to tilt the lid back.
So you got to support it.
You got to support it. Second operation is you're going to take this lift lever right here that attaches to the cabinet. There's two screws here. You take those two screws out, set them aside. This will drop down. And then there's a screw right here that retains the reproducer. It screws in right here, and there's another hole on this side also. And you want to be able to get the reproducer out. So what you can do is, the horn moves a lot. So after you get the reproducer out, like that, you pick it up, you turn it 180 degrees, and you just pull the reproducer out.
Okay.
Then you're going to take this grill out, and you're going to take the front grill out, which is pops up and pops out like that. Underneath here, you'll be able to look down through here, and there's a spring connected to the motor board. And you want to unloosen the spring. Then you have a hole here, here, and back here, which are screw bolts that look like this. They have a flat, square nut, and this screw here. And you take those two out.
Three, aren't they?
Well, you take all three of those out. You want to make sure the motor's completely run down. Then all you're going to do is lift up, turn like that, and that's how you get it out. And I think there's rats and mice have been in here someplace. And you have to realize that the horn hooks in here like this with this yoke. But sometimes Amberola 30s have a pin that comes through. And you want to take the horn out, it just pops out like that. Oh, look, it's an Amberola 30
ID tag.
ID tag. Another question came up: why don't Amberola 30s, just put this back together a little, stick this in there, have the trademark emblem on it? As you can see the motor here, none of these come with the trademark Edison decal. For one reason, right here where the carriage slide is usually where they put the trademark on, like Edison homes and standards and stuff. There's no room. Also, the reason these are called an Amberola 30 is that they were $30 new. One other thing, these are the motor mounts for the motor. One here, and one over here. This one over here is usually threaded and screwed in. Because that hole there is oblong, and it's not a hole like this one up here. So when you put the motor in, stab over, and now it's in, and you've lined these two holes up. You'll see this hole here, we can shoot down. You see how that's oblong, so the motor moves this way, so you can attach these two screws. So you'll put everything together. You'll put this one in, and then you'll put the back one in, and then you will have to reach under and hold the nut to get it started to screw down. And then you'll leave this slightly loose to adjust it in the motor board, see, like that. And that's the hardest part of putting them together, is getting this screw in and getting the nut on. You got to kind of manhandle it. What I do is I kind of just do it with my fingers and hold the nut on the bottom. Then you're going to reach around and come under here, and you're going to find that hole, and you're going to kind of play with the nut and put this in, and you get those tightened, but not all the way. Then you come in to the last one, and then you tighten this last one down. After this is tight, you do this, you do that one. Then the hard part is, what I usually do to put the spring on is I just tilt the motor back a little like this. And right here is the little hook where my finger is on the motor board, and then you have the spring here. I usually hook this in, stretch it out, and stab this little hook right there where my index finger is. And that's all there is to it, getting an Amberola 30 motor out, and that's my tip for the day.